One of the most powerful habits of women with an unshakable queen mindset is that they know their worth without constantly seeking validation from others. In today's world, many people measure their value based on how much attention they receive, how many compliments they get, or how often others approve of their choices. But a woman with a queen mindset understands that true confidence does not come from external praise. It comes from within. She knows who she is, what she stands for, and what she brings to the world, regardless of whether others recognize it or not. This kind of self-worth is not built overnight. It is developed through experience, self-reflection, and a commitment to personal growth. A queen-minded woman does not wake up every morning wondering if she is good enough. Instead, she reminds herself of her strengths, her values, and the progress she has made. She understands that her worth is not determined by her appearance, her social status, or the opinions of people around her. Her value is rooted in her character, her integrity, and her ability to stay true to herself. One of the reasons many people struggle with confidence is because they give too much power to the opinions of others. They allow criticism to define them and rejection to discourage them. A queen-minded woman approaches these situations differently. She listens to feedback when it helps her grow, but she does not allow negativity to control her emotions or shape her identity. She understands that people often judge based on their own experiences, fears, and limitations. Because of this, she does not waste her energy trying to please everyone. This mindset also changes the way she handles success and failure. When she succeeds, she does not become arrogant or dependent on praise. She appreciates recognition but does not need it to feel valuable. When she fails, she does not see herself as a failure. She sees failure as a lesson and an opportunity to improve. Her confidence remains steady because it is based on who she is, not on temporary outcomes. A woman with an unshakable queen mindset also understands the importance of keeping promises to herself. Every time she follows through on a commitment, whether it is pursuing a goal, maintaining healthy habits, or overcoming a challenge, she strengthens her self-respect. Confidence grows when actions align with intentions. She trusts herself because she has proven to herself time and time again that she can handle difficulties and keep moving forward. Another important characteristic is that she celebrates her uniqueness. She does not compare her journey to someone else's. She knows that comparison steals joy and creates unnecessary insecurity. Instead of competing with others, she focuses on becoming the best version of herself. She understands that every person has different strengths, different experiences, and different paths in life. Ultimately, knowing your worth without seeking constant validation is one of the greatest forms of freedom. It allows a woman to live authentically, make decisions with confidence, and pursue her goals without fear of judgment. She no longer needs approval to feel complete because she already recognizes her own value. That inner confidence becomes the foundation of her strength, her resilience, and her ability to inspire others. When a woman truly understands her worth, she carries herself differently, speaks differently, and approaches life with a sense of purpose that cannot be shaken by outside opinions. One of the most powerful habits of women with an unshakable queen mindset is their ability to protect their peace. In a world filled with distractions, negativity, criticism, and endless drama, they understand that peace is not something that happens by accident. It is something that must be intentionally protected every single day. They know that their mental and emotional energy is valuable, and they refuse to waste it on situations, people, or problems that do not contribute to their growth and well-being. Many people spend their lives reacting to everything around them. They allow other people's opinions to affect their mood, social media to influence their self-esteem, and unnecessary conflicts to consume their thoughts. A woman with a queen mindset chooses a different path. She understands that not every argument deserves her attention and not every criticism deserves a response. She has learned that silence is often more powerful than proving a point. Protecting peace begins with setting healthy boundaries. Women with a queen mindset know how to say no without feeling guilty. They understand that constantly pleasing others can lead to exhaustion, resentment, and emotional burnout. They respect themselves enough to create limits that protect their time, energy, and mental health. They do not allow others to take advantage of their kindness, nor do they feel obligated to explain every decision they make. This mindset also affects the relationships they choose to maintain. They recognize that the people they spend time with have a significant influence on their thoughts, emotions, and overall quality of life. As a result, they are careful about who they allow into their inner circle. They value relationships built on trust, respect, honesty, and mutual support. At the same time, they are willing to distance themselves from toxic individuals who constantly create drama, spread negativity, or undermine their confidence. Women with an unshakable queen mindset understand that peace requires emotional maturity. They do not react impulsively when faced with challenges. Instead, they pause, reflect, and respond thoughtfully. They know that emotional reactions can create bigger problems than the situation itself. By remaining calm under pressure, they maintain control over their decisions and protect their emotional balance. Another important aspect of protecting peace is letting go of what cannot be controlled. Many people suffer because they spend too much time worrying about things beyond their influence. A queen-minded woman focuses her energy on what she can change rather than obsessing over what she cannot. She understands that life will always contain uncertainty, setbacks, and unexpected challenges. Instead of fighting reality, she adapts and moves forward with confidence. She also protects her peace by prioritizing self-care and personal reflection. She understands that strength is not about constantly pushing herself without rest. True strength includes knowing when to recharge, when to step back, and when to focus on her own needs. Whether through prayer, meditation, exercise, reading, or spending time alone, she creates moments that help her reconnect with herself and maintain inner balance. Perhaps most importantly, women with a queen mindset do not allow temporary negativity to steal their long-term happiness. They refuse to carry grudges, dwell on past mistakes, or remain trapped by disappointment. They understand that holding on to anger only drains their energy and prevents growth. By choosing peace over resentment, they free themselves to focus on what truly matters. Protecting peace is not a sign of weakness, it is a sign of wisdom. It requires discipline, self-awareness, and courage. Women with an unshakable queen mindset understand that their peace is one of their greatest sources of power. By guarding it carefully, they create a life filled with clarity, confidence, and purpose. While others become consumed by chaos, they remain grounded, focused, and strong, knowing that inner peace is one of the greatest victories a person can achieve. One of the defining habits of women with an unshakable queen mindset is their commitment to continuous growth. They understand that greatness is not achieved through talent alone, nor is success something that happens overnight. Instead, they recognize that every day presents an opportunity to learn, improve, and become a better version of themselves. While many people become comfortable with where they are, women with a queen mindset are always looking for ways to expand their knowledge, strengthen their character, and develop new skills. These women understand that growth is a lifelong journey. They do not believe that education ends when school is over or that personal development has a finish line. They remain curious about the world around them and constantly seek new experiences that challenge their thinking. They read books, listen to valuable advice, learn from mentors, and stay open to perspectives that can help them grow. They know that every lesson learned today can create opportunities tomorrow. One of the reasons continuous growth is so powerful is because it builds confidence. A queen-minded woman does not wait for confidence to magically appear. She earns it through preparation, effort, and experience. Every new skill she develops, every challenge she overcomes, and every goal she achieves strengthens her belief in herself. Her confidence is not based on wishful thinking, it is based on evidence. She knows what she is capable of because she has consistently pushed herself beyond her comfort zone. Women with an unshakable queen mindset also understand that mistakes are part of the growth process. Many people fear failure because they see it as proof that they are not good enough. A queen-minded woman sees failure differently. She understands that every successful person has experienced setbacks, disappointments, and moments of doubt. Instead of allowing failure to define her, she allows it to teach her. She asks herself what lessons can be learned and how she can improve moving forward. This ability to learn from failure gives her resilience. When obstacles appear, she does not immediately give up. She understands that challenges often contain valuable opportunities for growth. Difficult situations force her to develop patience, courage, discipline, and problem-solving skills. Rather than viewing adversity as an enemy, she sees it as a teacher helping her become stronger. Another important characteristic of women who prioritize growth is their willingness to take responsibility for their lives. They do not spend their time blaming circumstances, complaining about what is unfair, or waiting for someone else to rescue them. Instead, they focus on what they can control. They understand that while they cannot control every situation, they can control their attitude, effort, and response. This mindset empowers them to keep moving forward even when conditions are not ideal. A queen-minded woman also embraces change. Many people resist change because it feels uncomfortable and uncertain. However, growth rarely happens within the boundaries of comfort. Women with an unshakable queen mindset understand that transformation requires courage. They are willing to leave behind old habits, limiting beliefs, and outdated versions of themselves in order to create a better future. They know that every new level in life requires a new level of thinking. Their commitment to growth also extends beyond personal success. As they learn and improve, they inspire others to do the same. Their example encourages friends, family members, and colleagues to pursue their own development. They understand that true leadership is not about being perfect. It is about showing others what is possible through dedication and perseverance. Ultimately, continuous growth is what keeps a queen mindset strong and unshakable. It prevents complacency, builds confidence, and creates resilience in the face of challenges. Women who commit to lifelong learning understand that they are capable of becoming more than they are today. They refuse to settle for mediocrity because they know their potential is far greater than their current circumstances. Every day, they choose progress over excuses, growth over comfort, and purpose over fear. That commitment to becoming better is what allows them to rise, lead, and thrive, no matter what life places in their path. One of the most remarkable habits of women with an unshakable queen mindset is their ability to lead with both confidence and kindness. Many people believe that leadership requires being dominant, intimidating, or always having control over others. However, truly influential women understand that real leadership is not about power over people. It is about inspiring people. They know that confidence without kindness can become arrogance, while kindness without confidence can be mistaken for weakness. A queen mindset combines both qualities in a way that earns genuine respect and admiration. Women who lead with confidence trust themselves and their abilities. They do not constantly second-guess every decision they make, nor do they allow fear to stop them from taking action. They understand that no one has all the answers, but they are willing to move forward despite uncertainty. Their confidence comes from preparation, experience, and self-belief rather than from the need to prove themselves to others. Because they know their worth, they do not feel threatened by the success, opinions, or talents of those around them. This confidence is reflected in the way they communicate. They speak clearly and purposefully. They are not afraid to express their thoughts, share their ideas, or stand up for what they believe is right. At the same time, they do not feel the need to dominate every conversation. They understand that listening is just as important as speaking. By listening carefully and respectfully, they create stronger connections and gain a deeper understanding of the people around them. What makes these women truly exceptional is that they balance confidence with kindness. They understand that strength and compassion are not opposites. In fact, the strongest people are often the kindest because they do not need to use fear, manipulation, or intimidation to gain influence. A queen-minded woman treats people with dignity and respect regardless of their position, background, or status. She understands that every person has value and deserves to be treated with basic human kindness. Kindness also influences how she handles disagreements and conflicts. Instead of attacking people personally, she focuses on solving problems. She remains calm during difficult conversations and seeks understanding rather than victory. She knows that being right is less important than maintaining integrity and preserving healthy relationships. Her ability to remain respectful, even in challenging situations, demonstrates emotional maturity and inner strength. Another important quality of women who lead with confidence and kindness is that they support and encourage others. They do not see life as a competition where someone else's success threatens their own. Instead, they celebrate the achievements of others and look for opportunities to help people grow. They understand that empowering others does not diminish their own light. It expands it. Their confidence allows them to lift others up rather than tear them down. These women also lead through their actions rather than their words alone. They understand that people pay more attention to what leaders do than what they say. As a result, they strive to live according to their values. They demonstrate honesty, responsibility, discipline, and consistency in their daily lives. When they make mistakes, they take accountability rather than making excuses. This authenticity builds trust and strengthens their influence. Leading with confidence and kindness requires courage because it is often easier to react with anger, pride, or selfishness. However, women with an unshakable queen mindset choose a higher standard. They remain firm without being harsh, compassionate without being passive, and confident without becoming arrogant. They understand that true leadership is not measured by how many people serve them, but by how many people they inspire, Ultimately, confidence and kindness together create a powerful form of leadership that leaves a lasting impact. Women who embody these qualities become role models for those around them. They create environments where people feel respected, valued, and motivated to grow. Their presence brings strength without fear and influence without force. This is the essence of a queen mindset, leading not through authority alone, but through character, compassion, and unwavering self-belief. Such women do not merely command attention, they earn lasting respect wherever they go. One of the most powerful habits of women with an unshakable queen mindset is that they never allow temporary setbacks to define their future. Life is filled with unexpected challenges, disappointments, failures, and moments of uncertainty. No one is immune to hardship. However, what separates a queen-minded woman from others is not the absence of difficulties in her life, but the way she responds to them. She understands that setbacks are a part of the journey, not the end of the story. Many people experience failure and immediately begin to question their worth. They allow one mistake, one rejection, or one disappointment to convince them that they are incapable of success. A woman with a queen mindset refuses to adopt this way of thinking. She understands that failure is an event, not an identity. Just because something did not work out does not mean she is a failure. Instead of allowing temporary circumstances to define her, she focuses on what she can learn from the experience and how she can move forward. This mindset requires emotional strength and resilience. When challenges arise, she does not spend all her time complaining about what went wrong. She acknowledges the pain, disappointment, or frustration, but she does not allow those emotions to control her life. She understands that every difficult situation carries a lesson. Sometimes the lesson is patience. Sometimes it is courage. Sometimes it is the realization that a different path is needed. Whatever the lesson may be, she chooses growth over bitterness. Women with an unshakable queen mindset understand that some of life's greatest successes come after periods of struggle. They know that every successful person has faced rejection, criticism, and moments of doubt. The difference is that successful people continue moving forward even when circumstances become difficult. They do not quit simply because progress is slow or because obstacles appear in their path. A queen-minded woman also understands that setbacks often reveal strengths she never knew she possessed. Difficult times force her to become stronger, wiser, and more adaptable. Challenges teach her how to solve problems, manage emotions, and trust herself under pressure. While others may see obstacles as barriers, she learns to see them as opportunities for personal development. Another reason these women overcome setbacks so effectively is that they focus on their long-term vision rather than short-term disappointments. They understand that one bad day, one failed attempt, or one closed door does not determine their destiny. They keep their eyes on their goals and refuse to let temporary obstacles distract them from their purpose. They know that success is rarely a straight path. It often requires persistence, patience, and the willingness to keep trying after multiple setbacks. Women with a queen mindset also refuse to be defined by the opinions of others during difficult times. When they encounter failure, there will always be people who doubt them, criticize them, or tell them to give up. However, they understand that other people's opinions do not determine their potential. They trust their own vision and remain committed to their goals, even when others cannot see what they are capable of achieving. This resilience is strengthened by self-belief. A queen-minded woman remembers how many challenges she has already overcome. She reflects on the difficult moments she survived and the obstacles she conquered in the past. These memories remind her that she is stronger than any challenge standing before her today. She understands that if she overcame difficulties before, she can do it again. Most importantly, she never loses hope. Even when life becomes difficult, she believes that better days are ahead. She understands that storms do not last forever and that every season of struggle eventually passes. Instead of surrendering to fear or discouragement, she continues taking small steps forward. She knows that progress, no matter how slow, is still progress. Ultimately, women with an unshakable queen mindset refuse to allow temporary setbacks to define their future because they understand a powerful truth. Challenges are temporary, but character is permanent. Every setback is an opportunity to become stronger, wiser, and more determined. Rather than allowing adversity to break them, they allow it to build them. They rise after every fall, learn from every mistake, and continue moving toward their purpose with courage and confidence. That unwavering resilience is what transforms ordinary women into extraordinary leaders who inspire everyone around them.